Hey everyone, welcome to the Anderson Bros Outdoors. I'm Jake. I know you can't see me, but we are doing a voiceover today on this quick run. We'll call it a fun run. The orange truck is a Vanquish VRD carbon, and so is the blue truck. The difference here is the orange truck is got a Brazin scale Frontline chassis and hardcore RC links, an Amazon 3-gear trans, and some other stuff, whereas the blue truck is essentially bone stock. And as you can see, the blue truck made it. The tusks were a little tougher to get up that, but the key thing to look is that the blue truck's actually hitting its skid on the top of that obstacle, whereas the orange truck didn't. So we're kind of comparing the Frontline versus the regular VRD carbon here a little bit. And notice how much clearance we had during that breakover angle on that rock. Now, these trucks aren't identical, obviously. The only thing identical about them is that they have Vanquish axles, and they both have half cabs and beds. That's about it. While both trucks perform really well, you can see that so far the orange truck has had an advantage over the blue and silver one. Now, I did cut out a lot of the audio here because it's super windy outside and my mic didn't have the wind guard on it, so it's extremely annoying. We're just out having fun, messing around, not really doing an official climb off, if you will, or this versus that. But I figured that there are a few shots here that'll showcase the difference between the Brazin Frontline and the regular VRD chassis. You can also see the difference between some broken in crawlers and the tusks. I kind of feel like the crawlers work a little better than the tusks, but that's going to depend on the day. This specific video was filmed on I believe it was like a 65, 70 degree day. We do have sun, obviously, but we were able to finally execute on that. Let's see if the tusks can execute. Well, we got the left rear to grip. Let's see if we can get the right one to grip. And we're really just digging a hole in the bottom, but that's fine. We'll keep trying. The old tusks just won't execute on that climb. The silver truck tried this, and I figured why not? I'll give it a shot too. It's actually doing pretty good. It's hung up on the servo there. Oh, too far, and I fell. This obstacle here was quite challenging. So one thing about the orange truck versus the blue and silver truck is the orange truck only has like 10, maybe 20% overdrive in it versus the almost 40% overdrive in the blue and silver one. And that's really hurting it on this obstacle because the rear tires keep breaking the front traction. Because typically your front tires will spin faster than your rear with all of that overdrive, and it allows your front to get a bite before your rears push. Well, with only 10 to 20% overdrive, your rears start pushing before the front can get a really good bite, and that's why we're having so many problems here. So we try and try and try. dump it. We end up dumping it. So the old blue and silver truck gives it a shot.
There you go. That's it.
With the overdrive, it hooks in, pulls it up. Now he did have to use quite a bit of throttle to get that breakover angle cleared, or the skid cleared for the breakover angle. Then, you know, I have to be persistent. I got to get it, so we go back to trying it.
You must have more overdrive than I do. Yeah. This doesn't have an overdrive trans. I think it just has overdrive in the front, maybe. Because I took the overdrive portables out of the back. Try it out.
There we go. Finally got the front left to hook, and if you look at the difference between the two trucks, the orange truck actually crested that breakover and finished the climb really easy. It didn't actually hit the skid. So really a major distinguishment between the Brazin Frontline and the stock VRD chassis. This is a really good distinguishment as well. We did have to give it a tiny bump to get up and over this breakover. And the blue and silver stock VRD, or stock chassis VRD, needs a lot more than a little bump. However, he was finally able to successfully climb it.
You think you can hang it? Just hang the rear?
Now we're going to try and hang the trucks, basically where you take the front tires off and the rear tires grip and hold the truck in a vertical position. And this is another good example of the skid as well, because you saw that his truck, the blue and silver truck, took a lot more manipulation to crest that breakover, whereas the orange truck just fell right off.
This one's going to be hard with the undercut.
We thought this climb was going to be hard because of the undercut there, however, it was pretty easy. And again, the super angled skid, super forward skid made that breakover basically nothing. Whereas you can see the stock VRD really hit the skid, and it didn't have, I would say, problems, but if we had gates there, it would have probably hit a gate, whereas I wouldn't have hit that gate. This rock is really interesting. Sometimes there's a lot of traction, other times there's not. I think the cooler weather is contributing to the not traction.
This one? Yeah, they're super abrasive too, which is really nice.
Just look how vertical that truck is. It's crazy.
This line is easy. I know we can get this one.
So really at this point all we're doing is persistent throttle to heat up the tires to make it climb. And just like that, we had no problems. That line's a little more challenging. As you can see, we just barely grazed the skid there, and it just went right up and over it. See if the tusks fare any better here, and it doesn't look like they're going to. Pro tip, if you keep persistent throttle, not like full throttle, just persistent tire spinning, the tires will eventually warm up and they will actually grip a lot better, which is what the blue and silver truck do here. Well, yeah, don't do that. Don't full throttle it. I mean, you can full throttle it, but it's not going to help most of the time. And I think the overdrive helped there as well. That truck didn't actually skim it, it hit the skid on the rock, whereas the Brazin scale didn't. Now, I'm not trying to sell everyone the Brazin scale chassis, I'm just simply showing you what it, the capabilities of it.
The tires just need a little heat in them. Look at that.
The truck does work really well.
All you gotta do is just put a little heat in the tires and they go right up there. Yeah.
Here I'm showcasing just adding heat to the tires. I turned cruise control on with whatever speed it was on, and it was either going to fall on itself or go up the hill, and it went up the hill. Now the silver truck is trying that theory.
They're gripping.
So you can see it started to grip, which is why it shot to the driver's side.
Because your body, you see? A little heat in there.
This rock is really... it's really misleading because it looks really hard, but it's actually not. I mean, the tires are just sticking to it, and that's a crazy incline. There's not really anywhere to go, so we just back off of it. We try for a while to get this side, but we never get it, so we give up. I think if we would have had overdrive, more overdrive, we probably would have been able to get it, but the rear wanted to grab traction and push the front over on itself. Do you think the blue and silver truck's gonna make it?
Well, you might get it. Try with the rear further to the right.
He tries to reposition the truck a little more to the passenger where it looks like it might be better. It doesn't end up working out, and we move on. So this is the last little obstacle that we do there. It's a little side hill climb action, whatever. You can see that the blue and silver truck doesn't do as well because of the overdrive, but it's all still fun. With that being said, this is the last obstacle, and we really appreciate you making it this far. Thanks for tuning in. Huge shout out to the TABO club members. And as always, we hope you have a great day.